Well, hello folks, and welcome to this episode of Verne's Misadventures. In this episode, I'm going to go through some simple video editing techniques using a free video editor that you can get from Microsoft, and it's called Windows Movie Maker. So we'll get started by opening Windows Movie Maker. And I like to make a practice of saving my file first thing. So we'll go over here to the little save button up here, which looks like a little floppy disk up here in the corner. So we'll click on that, and then we'll pick a location. And I think we'll just go ahead and put this in our videos. Yeah, that's good. And we'll give this thing a name, and we'll call this tutorial Forza Music Video. Okay, that'll work. So we're going to be using some gameplay that I had previously recorded, playing the game Forza. What was it? Forza 6, Apex 6, or something like that. Here, Forza Motorsport 6, Apex. There it is. All right. Anyway, let's jump in here. So, as I said, with our file saved, we can begin to start making some modifications. So when you first open up Movie Maker, you'll see the workspace here. Let me go through this with you. This is your preview window here. This will preview your video that you're making. And this is your workspace here. So when you're going to add some video to the workspace, the easiest way to do that is to open your file manager right here. Now I have two monitors, so I just dragged it off screen. But I'm going to show you how you can do this with one monitor because not everybody has two. So yeah, just go ahead and bring your file manager in here and keep it on top of the Movie Maker at this time. And you grab your video clip that you plan to use, and you just drop it in here. Alright, now notice at the bottom of the screen here that it's going to begin to process, and what it's doing is, it says here, it's preparing files to make them easier to edit. So you have to wait until this finishes before you can edit your video. So this will take some time, and I'm going to skip ahead in the video till the time in which this finishes. But expect this to take some time if you're using this for the first time. Alright, so here we are. We have completed the processing, and if we were to press the play button, we will see a little preview of our video playing. It's okay. In any video that you're going to make, there's going to be parts of the video that you decide to cut out, and parts you want to speed up, parts you'll want to caption, and then you'll want to put a title and some credits on your video. And that's all we're going to cover in this short tutorial, because I don't want to make it too long and too boring. So let's just go with those basic things, alright? So for the purpose of our video, we're not going to need all this intro stuff here. See, we don't need all this. Yeah, I've turned the volume down on the computer in the hopes that you can hear me without me having to yell over the top of the preview. So we're going to get through the part where I select the ultra settings on the video and all that good stuff. And we're going to actually get to the part where we actually start racing. And then we're going to split the video and remove the section that leads up to this part here. So that'll teach you guys how you can edit and remove sections of your video. So another thing you can do here is you can press the pause button and you can manually slide it through here You can do it here, and then there's a scrubber here where you can scrub through at a slower rate. If you're looking at the preview panel and see that I'm pulling this across here, you can see that you can scrub across that too. So let's just go up here for a faster rate of acceleration here. And we're picking out a car, we picked out a track. So right about here might not be a bad place to begin our music video. Right there. Okay. So we can actually go down here for a finer control. So right here is a good spot to begin our music video, right about here where it says Rio de Janeiro. So I think what we'll do is we'll use the Edit tab here at the top. We'll click Edit, Split. Now if you look down here, you see that it has split the video right there. Now let's say you didn't want to remove all of it, you just wanted to remove part of it. Like you wanted to remove this section right here. Then you could actually split it again and select the section of the video you didn't want anymore and just delete it, remove it. You click on remove here. So you right click and then go to remove in the drop down list. So there you go, that removed that one little section. And after every edit that you make, do yourself a favor and save your work. And that way if Movie Maker encounters an issue, you might have a chance of getting your work back. Alright, so Movie Maker works best for short clips. Larger projects, I've had many an issue trying to edit larger clips. So I don't even bother to try that with anything over 30 minutes long anymore. I'll just use Premiere Pro. But for little short clips like this one here, I mean, it's a 10-minute movie, I think. Well, we got 12 minutes and 53 seconds up here. So for little short videos, it works okay for that, and it's very easy to add music, and it's a much less complicated player or a video editor to use than is Premiere Pro or some of the other alternatives like perhaps Caption Live, which is a open source alternative to that. So anyway, going back to our original thing here, we were going to remove this section of video. So we have it selected. You can tell it's selected because it's outlined in blue, whereas the section that's not is not outlined in blue. And so we will right click and we will click on remove. Alright, so now our video starts here instead of where it used to start. And so we have this. So right about here, we could decide we could, let's go ahead and get some music. Okay, so because we're going to add music, we're not going to need the volume that's actually on the video right now. So we may choose to keep some of it. I don't know. We'll see. So I'll turn the volume up and see what I'm talking about here. Again, we don't need this much intro either. We just need a little bit. Like right there is probably, you see where it changed over right there? Right about there would be good enough to start. So again, we'll split. We're on the Edit tab, we split. We right click and we remove. And that's probably better, and then we'll save our work. Click on the Save button. Okay. So with that, let's go ahead and get, let's see what our preview looks like. So it jumps right in there. See, now we get a little preview there. Alright, so we might want to jump right about here as a good place to put our music, or we might want to put it from the very beginning. Either way would be fine. I think it'd be better if we put it here, so that way we get a little bit of the engine sounds and the game sounds and all that, and then jump in with the music. It's all personal preference, but I think we're going to do it that way. So what I think we'll do at this point is we'll go ahead and split the video here. So you're on the Edit tab again, and click Split. So right about here, what we're going to do is we're going to go to, on the Edit tab again, we're going to select the video volume. And we're going to lower that to 0, all the way down. And that will take away the game sounds in our video, so where we can actually just play the music. And of course we made an edit, so we're going to click the Save button. And this here would kind of demonstrate that now we have no sound in our video. At least not yet. So from this point right here, we can go ahead and add some music. And we do that from the Home tab. From the Home tab, we can add some music right here. And we will click on the little arrow. Instead of just clicking on where it says Add Music, we'll click on the little arrow. And what I like to do is go to the Free Music Archive. Now this is music that the artist has put up for the use for YouTube videos and things like that. It's free to use as long as you give the artist credit in the video, which we are going to do. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and bring up, see if we can find something here. So under the genre and all that, you want to make sure that you look over here and you want to put, you want attribution only, share alike, non-commercial, and that it allows for use in remix or video. Okay, we don't need commercial use because we're not planning to make any money on this deal here. But if you were, then you would definitely want to allow for that, and probably going to have to pay a fee. We'd be able to use this for free because we're not going to profit from it. As far as genre goes, let's see if we can find something in the rock section. So we'll click rock, and we can click OK. So with that all selected, we click Go. Alright, so then we'll go over here. And you just have to listen to some and figure out which one you like. I mean, there's no quick shortcut on that unless you absolutely understand, unless you know these artists and what songs sound like. But like I say, it's free music, so you're probably not going to recognize any of the songs. So, what about this Heathen Haven here? Let's see what that's like, huh?
I don't feel anymore. I've opened the door to nowhere, and I've done it all before.
I think we can work with that. So let's go ahead and get it downloaded. So we click the download button. Alright, what does this sound like?
If you just stare into the water, yeah, I guess you'll never drown. And if you're scared,
okay, so we can save this file, find the game water,
then I guess just back
this. Wasn't what we're looking for anyway. Okay, so once you get it downloaded, let's see where it went. Yeah, it looks like it went in my downloads, which is fine. So it didn't go where I wanted it to, but that's okay. So we'll just copy, and then we'll put it in our videos. Oh, here it is. Yeah, we'll just save it here. That's fine. we'll paste it. And we can go back and delete it from our downloads later, but we won't bore you with that right now. The reason you don't just cut and paste, because if there's an issue, then you've lost it. You'd have to download it again. So you always copy, verify that you made a copy, and then once you know you've made your copy, then you can delete. I've lost a lot of movies that way, so hopefully that information will help you some. Alright, so the next thing to do is we've got our music, so we can minimize our file explorer, minimize our browser. We're going to want to leave this open because we're going to want to refer back to it, and the one we chose was this one here, the Heathen Haven. The Door is Open is the name of the track by Heathen Haven. And so we're going to be giving credit to the artist in our credits at the end of the video. Alright, so next thing to do, right here, we're going to add music. So we'll click Add Music, and we want to select Add Music at the current point right here. So we'll click that. And what happened? Oh, here we go. So we'll select the location of our music, which we put in our videos. So there's videos, and there's our music. And we click Open. Alright, so it's added the video, it's added the music here, right? And so what we need to do now is try to determine how long our music is. So one way to do that is to go ahead and open the song in a music player. So let's just double click it real quick here. And we see here that it's 4 minutes and 9 seconds long. Alright. And so we can bring up the calculator. And let's see here. 4 minutes and 9 seconds. You know, let's see here. Alright, we're done with this. So 4 minutes and 9 seconds. So we just say 4 minutes. And then we got 10 minutes and 46 seconds. So what we want to do with our calculator, 10 minutes and 46 seconds is pretty close to 10.5 minutes. What on earth? Are you serious? Oh. Alright, so we'll go 10.5 and divide that by 4. And we enter. And so we see that we need 2.625 times the speed of the video. So we'll try using that, and we can adjust it as need be. So we'll minimize the calculator, and we'll minimize this. And okay, so we're going to select our video, because if you notice here, we're going to run out of music long before we run out of video. So here's all this would be no sound and no music. We don't want that. So we want to make it where the music and the video end at the same time. So we're going to select our section of video where we want to have music, and we want to speed it up by the rate which we just determined with our calculator to be 2.625. So we minimize, and we go over here to the Edit tab. We've got our section of video selected, and over here you see where there's a speed, right? And there's a drop down. You can select predetermined speeds that you can click on here, right? But you can also select in here, and you can type in one. And once again, 2.625. So minus, yeah, okay. So we will type in here 2.625 and enter. And so now we'll see here, as we scroll down, we'll see that our video ended and our music ended, right? But I think we're going to be, I like to end up with just a little more video than I have song. So let's go ahead and change that to 2.5. Or let's just go 2.62 or 2.6. How about that? Let's try that. And press enter. And let's see where we're at now. So as you can see, we're still coming to the end, but we're not really reaching the end of the song. You'll see by looking down here, this is your audio track, and it should taper off or have some blank space there. So we don't have any. So let's reduce this. So let's try just 2.5. So we had some rounding going on with our mathematics, so it's not going to be perfect until, you know. So here's what we're talking about. The music tapered off right here, and if we were to select right here and play it, I could show you what I'm talking about here. So you hear it come to an abrupt end. So we still need just a little more adjustment here. And so we'll go 2.4. And like I say, I want to have a little more video than I have song. Okay, so 2.4. So there's the end of the song right here. Actually, end of the music clip. The song actually, the sound actually fell off right here. So let's see here. 2.45. And so you just try different deals here. There's a way to mathematically get it perfect, but this will be close enough. And you just play around with it a little bit. Now obviously you could figure out what percentage of a minute this would be and actually put that down, you know, and then it would have come out perfectly. But as you can see right here, we're going to come out, the song's going to end and the video is going to end right about the same time. And so we have time for the music to fade away, and that's a better ending than the abrupt end we would have had the way we originally set it up. So now that we're happy with what we got, we can save our work. Click Save. Alright. And we'll preview what happens at the beginning here. So it plays right here. I'm going to lower the volume a little bit so I don't have to yell over it. Alright, so it's playing, it's playing, it's playing. Alright. Okay, the game's beginning.
Anymore. I've opened the door to nowhere, and I've done it all before. The bullet says I really care. Makes me wanna grow on the stairs and.
Now you see how it didn't reset itself? I mean, it's one of the quirky things you'll get with Windows Movie Maker, and you got to be prepared for that. It's a free piece of software. I almost call it a piece of something else, but it's free software, and you're going to end up with a situation like that. So let's see what happens here when we press play, if it actually goes. Oh my god. Alright, now it's actually showing something.
I don't feel anymore.
Alright, now we're getting a legitimate preview.
The door to nowhere, and I've done it all before.
Alright. And so, yeah, you can go full screen on your preview by clicking on this little arrow here. And then you click up here where it says back to movie maker up in the upper right corner. Or you can also just press the escape key on your keyboard. So that'll bring you back to the editor. And you press pause. So, yeah, that's what our video looks like right there. So now I'm going to show you how you can add a caption. And we're going to bring the browser back up. And we want to say we're going to put a caption that says featuring "The Door is Open" by Heathen Haven. Okay, and so we'll minimize that again. And let's see here. We can put our caption like right in here, I suppose. So again, right over here on the Home tab. See there? Remember the tabs across the top. So on the Home tab, you'll see where you can add a caption. So we'll click Caption right there. And right here, once it's actually selected, you'll see on the screen here, and you can move this up, whatever. So we're going to highlight everything that's already there, the sample text, and we'll put featuring "The Door is Open" by Heathen Haven. And we'll verify the spelling on that real quickly. Heathen Haven, yeah, that's it. Okay. And we can actually put that on a different line too. So once you get it laid out about the way you want it, you can always pull on this here to make this go a little wider, a little more narrow, which I don't think we want in this case. And then you can select up here whether you want the text to be on the left, on the right, or in the center. So we want to center justify the text, and then we can actually increase the font size by selecting it all and clicking right here where it's on the larger A, which grows the font. You can also select one from the drop down, or actually type in a font size there as well, and you can change the font itself. It has several previously installed. But we're just going to leave it as is because it'll work. So there we go. We're using white text, and it's probably as good as we're going to get considering the background we have to work with. Alright, so there it is. Now on your text, you can select how long you want it to stay on the screen. As you can see here, the start time can be adjusted a couple of ways. You can use the arrow here. You can drag it forward, make it later or earlier, and you see over here by the scrubber that it's moving. Now that's one way you can do it. You can also just click and drag it to a different location. And I wanted it to be off the screen by the time the music started, so we'll run with that. And then once you get it where you want it, so you can also make it where it stays on longer. Like say if you wanted it to be on the screen for 9 seconds, then you notice how much longer it got, and that's how much longer it'll be on the screen. But I actually think that the 3 to 4 second range was ample. Yeah, we'll go with 3 seconds. That'll be just fine. Alright, and we're happy, so we're going to save our work. Alright, so we'll just preview, we'll get it off of there, and we'll see how it comes up. And we'll go ahead and go for full screen preview. There it is. So we've taught you how to split, remove clips, video clips. Taught you how to add, how to find free music and add it to your video. Now you can use copyrighted music on YouTube, but you have to be aware that there is a chance that a complaint's going to be lodged and you could lose your soundtrack. YouTube will simply remove the soundtrack. Or they might notify you that there's been a dispute and maybe take your video down. And so what you'll want to do is probably, especially if you're going to monetize your videos, you definitely want to stay away from copyrighted music. Or at least make sure that you have free use copyright. So what we have here is free use music, and we have put on our little deal here that that we're going to be using that too. So what I want to do now, while we're at it, is we'll copy this text right here. And we'll just copy. So when we get ready to do our title or our credits, we can add credit to the artist at the end of the video. Now there's a couple different ways you can add credits. One way is to select one of the pre-built title deals. Now this one here, some of them feature transitions, and we clicked up a couple things. We're not really going to want transitions, right? And you know, if these appeal to you, you can click on it and it'll select it for your movie. So let's see here. So that's one way you can add titles and credits. Another way you could do it is simply to select right here and like we want to put a credit. So we click here and that adds a little credit screen right here, right? And so we can actually just paste our information we had from our caption that we added earlier, and we can make the text a little bigger. Right? So that's good. And then we can actually select this one and add another credit. So go home and then credit. And then over here, we don't really need to say credits. We just say, like you say, like, hey, thank you for watching. Thanks for watching. Okay, and then, like I say, get your font size as big as you want it. See, now that's a little excessive right there, although it's livable. I would come down one from that, maybe. Set it right in there, and then make sure it's kind of centered up in the screen, and that'll work. So we have given credit for the artist's music. We got a little thing that says thanks for watching. Now we can add a title. And so we just put that over here. So we click over here and we say add a title. So you click title. And we put Forza music video. So it's going to put the name of the file for your title. So we can kind of work with that. We can actually go, let's see, Forza 6 Apex. Alright, so you see how that dropped down. We can pull these out to make it wider. And then it stayed up there. And then we go music and click in here and press enter. So now it's all on different lines. That's not too bad. And that works. So let's preview what we built, shall we? So let's see here. So that fades in nicely. Right. Then we'll have our caption come up here in a second. Never saw the caption. So let's see what happened to that. Oh, there it is. Okay. So when we added the title and whatnot, the caption got moved, as did the music. Not the end of the world. We can deal with it. So you just grab hold of it, move it over here. Well, actually, the caption's about right. It was the music that got moved. So move that over here. Yeah, that's about where we had it. And then we had the music starting right about here at our clip where we took the sound out, remember? And yeah, that should be right. So let's scroll down and see where the music ends again. Music ends right about the end of the video, which is where we wanted it. And then we have our credits and all that. So great, we've got our video ready to go. We've added music, we shortened it up by speeding up the video in the parts where we added the music. And then the only thing left to do now is to save our movie. So you click over here where it says Save Movie, and you click on a little arrow. You're going to get some options. And let's say you're going to put it on YouTube or whatever. Well, all you really need to do is select here for high def display. And that'll be just fine. So I'm going to select that. And then, let's see here. We put this in videos. And Forza Music Video MP4. That'd be just fine. And we click Save. Now, depending on the speed of your computer, this will take a varying amount of time. Alright, so there it is. It is, it has been done. We're going to open the folder just to show where it went. As you can see, it went to the video folder where we got our rest of our project. There's our Windows Movie Maker file right there. And you got your project. So that's it. The rest of this video will be the actual movie that we made throughout the process. So if you want to watch the video, watch the rest of the video. If you don't, hey, you've seen the tutorial. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you tuning in, and hey, give me a like, a share, subscribe to my channel if you would like. We'll talk to you later.
Anymore. I've opened up the door to nowhere, and it seems I've done it all before. The bullet says I really care. Makes me wanna climb on the stairs and climb the wall. Makes me wanna paint a picture inside the fall. Makes me wanna kill the whispers as they dance so slowly. The door is open. tell the story. A sledgehammer to my brain, and something for the pain, doctor, please.